$500. That's it. That's all it took for one of my viewers, a 24-year-old warehouse worker from Ohio, to start building real wealth. He didn't have a finance degree. He didn't have rich parents. He didn't know what a stock was 18 months ago. Today, he has a $4,200 investment portfolio, growing every single day, and he hasn't added a single dollar in the last 6 months. Lean forward. That's the power of investing. And here's what nobody tells you. $500 is enough to start. Right now. Today. But here's also the truth. If you invest that $500 the wrong way, you could lose it all in 30 days. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to invest your first $500 the smart way, step by step, so your money starts working for you, even while you sleep. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've tried investing before and got burned, this video is for you. Let's go. Before we get into the how, I need to destroy a myth that's keeping millions of Americans broke. The myth is this: I need a lot of money to start investing. That is completely 100% dangerously false. Let me show you some math that will genuinely change how you see $500 forever. If you invest $500 today and never add another single dollar, just let it sit in a basic S&P 500 index fund, earning the historical average return of about 10% per year. In 10 years, you have $1,297. In 20 years, $3,364. In 30 years, $8,724. In 40 years, $22,627. You turn $500 into $22,000 without doing anything. No extra work. No checking it every day. Just time and compound interest doing its job. Now imagine if you added just $100 a month on top of that initial $500. In 30 years, you'd have over $226,000. That is why starting matters more than the amount. The clock is the most powerful tool in investing, and every month you wait is a month of compounding you can never get back. So let's make sure you don't waste another day. Here's exactly what to do with your $500. Okay, before you invest a single dollar, I need you to do one quick check. Think of it as clearing the runway before takeoff. Ask yourself these two questions. Question 1. Do you have high interest debt? If you have credit card debt at 20%, 24%, or higher, paying that off first is your best investment. Here's why. No index fund in history has guaranteed a 24% annual return. But paying off a 24% interest credit card gives you an instant guaranteed 24% return on that money. That's unbeatable. So if you have high interest debt, put your $500 toward that first. It's not glamorous, but it's mathematically the smartest move. Question 2. Do you have at least a small emergency fund? You need at least $500 to $1,000 sitting in a savings account before you invest. Why? Because life happens. If your car breaks down and you have zero cash, you'll be forced to sell your investments at the worst possible time. The rule is simple. Emergency fund first. High interest debt second. Then invest. If you're already clear on both, perfect. Let's build your portfolio. Most beginners skip this step entirely, and it costs them thousands of dollars in unnecessary taxes. Don't be that person. Before you pick what to invest in, you need to pick where to hold your investments. This is called your brokerage account, and the type you choose matters enormously. Here are your 3 main options. Option 1, Roth IRA. This is my number 1 recommendation for most beginners. A Roth IRA lets your money grow completely tax-free. You invest after-tax dollars now, and when you withdraw in retirement, you pay 0 taxes on all that growth. Remember that $500 that grew to $22,000? In a Roth IRA, Every single dollar of that $22,000 is yours. No IRS cut. None. You can contribute up to $7,000 per year in 2026 if you're under 50. And you can open one with as little as $1 at most brokerages. Option 2, 401k. If your employer offers a match. If your employer matches your 401k contributions, even partially, contribute enough to get the full match before anything else. That match is an instant 50% to 100% return on your money. Nothing beats it. Option 3, regular taxable brokerage account. If you've matched your Roth IRA and 401k, or you want flexibility to access money before retirement, a regular brokerage account works great. Where to open your account? For beginners in 2026, I recommend Fidelity, zero fees, great tools, excellent customer service. Charles Schwab, solid all-around choice. Vanguard, legendary for long-term index investing. All three are free to open, have no account minimums, and are trusted by millions of Americans. Pick one. Open the account today. It takes less than 10 minutes. Okay, account is open. $500 is sitting there. Now what do you actually buy? This is where most beginners either freeze up completely or make a terrible mistake by buying meme stocks or crypto they saw on TikTok. Let me make this incredibly simple. For your first $500, buy one thing, a broad market index fund. Specifically, look at one of these three. Number 1, VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This single fund gives you ownership in the 500 largest companies in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, all in one purchase. Expense ratio, just 0.03% per year. That means on $500, you pay literally 15 cents a year in fees. Historical average return, roughly 10% annually over the long term. Number 2, VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Similar to VOO, but even broader. Covers over 3,500 U.S. companies, including smaller ones. Same ultra-low fees. Great for total U.S. market exposure. Number 3, FXAIX Fidelity S&P 500 Index Fund. If you open at Fidelity, this is their equivalent of VOO. Zero minimum investment. Zero transaction fees. Which one should you pick? Honestly, any of the three. They're all excellent. Don't overthink it. The legendary investor Warren Buffett himself has said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that for most ordinary investors, a low-cost S&P 500 index fund will outperform almost every other investment over the long run. That's coming from a man who turned $10,000 into $100 billion. If it's good enough for Buffett's advice, it's good enough for your $500. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but what about buying individual stocks? Apple, Tesla, Nvidia. Here's my honest take. Individual stocks can absolutely make you money, but they require research, patience, and the emotional discipline to watch a stock drop 40% without panic selling. For your first $500, don't pick individual stocks. Here's why. When you buy VOO, you automatically own a tiny piece of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and 497 other companies. If one company crashes, the others cushion the blow. When you buy one individual stock and it crashes, you feel every single percent of that drop. My recommendation, start with index funds for your first $1,000. Then, if you want to experiment with individual stocks, use no more than 10% of your portfolio as your fund money for stock picking. This way, the bulk of your wealth is protected and growing, and you still get the excitement of picking individual companies. And yes, I know someone in the comments is already typing, what about Bitcoin? Here's my position on crypto for beginners. Crypto is real. Bitcoin is real. Some people have made life-changing money from it. But for your first $500, crypto is not where I'd start. Why? Because Bitcoin can drop 50% in 3 months and has multiple times. For a beginner investor with limited capital, that kind of volatility can wipe you out emotionally and financially before you even learn the basics. Build your foundation first. Index funds, Roth IRA, consistent contributions. Once you have $5,000 to $10,000 invested in stable assets and you understand what you're doing, then allocate 5 to 10% to crypto if you want, but not before. Foundation first, speculation second. Always. Okay, this is the segment that separates people who build wealth from people who just talk about it. Automate your investing. Here's the cold truth. Willpower is not a financial strategy. If you have to manually decide every month whether to invest, life will get in the way. Every single time. The fix is beautifully simple. Set up an automatic recurring investment. Log into your brokerage. Find the automatic investment or recurring transfer setting. Set it to pull. Even $25, $50, or $100 from your checking account every month on payday. Automatically. Into your index fund. You never see the money. You never have to decide. It just happens. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it's one of the most powerful wealth-building tools available to everyday Americans. Here's why it's genius. When the market is up, your $100 buys fewer shares. When the market is down, your $100 buys more shares at a discount. Over time, you naturally buy more when things are cheap and less when things are expensive, without ever having to time the market. Set it. Forget it. Get rich slowly. Before I let you go, I need to warn you about the 3 biggest mistakes that destroy beginner investors, because I've made all 3 myself. Mistake number 1, panic selling. The market will drop. It always does. 10%, 20%, sometimes 40%. When it does, everyone around you will be screaming that the world is ending. Do not sell. Selling during a crash locks in your losses permanently. Every single market crash in American history has been followed by a full recovery and new all-time highs. Every single one. When a market drops, the right move is to stay calm, keep investing, and let time do its work. Mistake number 2, checking your portfolio every day. This sounds harmless. It's not. Studies show that investors who check their portfolio daily make worse decisions than those who check monthly or quarterly. Short-term noise triggers emotional decisions. Emotional decisions destroy returns. Check your portfolio once a month. Maximum. Mistake number 3, waiting for the perfect time to invest. I'll invest when the market dips. I'll start next month when things calm down. I'll wait until after the election. Time eyeing the market always beats timing the market. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. Stop waiting. Start now. Let me bring this all together for you. You now know more about investing than the majority of Americans. Seriously, here's your exact action plan. Your homework from this video. Step 1. Check. Do you have high interest debt or no emergency fund? Handle those first. Step 2. Open a Roth IRA at Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard today. It takes 10 minutes. Step 3. Fund it with your $500 and buy VO, VTI, or FXAX. Step 4. Set up an automatic monthly contribution. Even $25 counts. Step 5. Don't touch it. Don't panic. Let compound interest do what it does. That's it. 5 steps. No complexity. No gimmicks. Here's what I want you to remember most. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You need to start investing to get rich. The warehouse worker from Ohio I told you about at the start of this video, He messaged me last week. His portfolio just hit $5,000. He started with $500 and a phone. What's your excuse? If this video helped you, smash that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content who need it. I just posted a full video on the best index funds to buy in 2026. Watch that next. It goes perfectly with everything we covered today. Subscribe if you're new. I drop finance videos every week designed to actually move the needle for regular Americans. Drop a comment below. How much are you starting with? $500? $100? $50? Whatever the number, drop it below. No judgment. This community is here to grow together. I'll see you in the next one.